Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm Noelle McFoy.
And I'm Scott Ramph.
And I hope you all had a good Christmas. We are finally back with our regular schedule after the holiday. How was your Christmas, Scott?
It was pretty awesome.
Was it? What'd you do?
We celebrated, my family came down, but they came down, for this week, so this whole week is all family-oriented stuff. Last week was more go there, do that. Christmas Day was always Christmas Day was really slow. I didn't do anything on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I celebrated Christmas yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So I opened all the gifts and all the presents and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, God, were you just I want to open them now?
I know, it was crazy. I wanted to sneak over and just
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I'm 8. I didn't do anything for Christmas either. I stayed in town after Great Falls, but my boyfriend had to work, so I decided to stick around. And we opened our presents super leisurely, and then we baked all day and took a nap, and then ate more, and it was great.
Yeah, I cooked some.
Didn't leave the house. Yeah,
Christmas stir fry.
Oh yeah.
Traditional Christmas stir fry. I don't know.
Yeah. Scott's over the top.
I'm something.
But my friend put the very, very, very funny picture on my Facebook, and I want to show it to you guys about Santa.
Oh, I could find it.
Hipster Santa, yeah.
Hipster Santa.
Because, Santa wants you to leave out cookies and stuff for him.
But
not Hipster Santa.
Too many pictures.
Shh.
There's.
All right, whatever, we'll just see this.
Here's Hipster Santa. Hashtag Hipster Santa.
Wants you to leave out a coconut water and a gluten-free macaroon. I died over that this morning. I laughed very hard. Yeah. But so this week is New Year's Eve.
Yes.
That's on Wednesday.
All sorts of New Year's Eve festivities going on, including Christian Ackerman's mime thing going on here. Yeah, we'll show you that in a minute.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, they've got the first night Missoula where it's over 80 bands and music, and there's going to be theatrical performances and parades and over 30 different venues around town. You have to buy a button. I think they're $15 and $18 the day of. Yeah.
But it's all these venues have been going on. So imagine you can pick and choose 12 hours of all this stuff. I mean, a lot of times if you go into a bar and pay to get in, it's $5-10, and that's just for going there for one or two things. This one is going to 80 to 100 different things.
And it's from 12 to 12. It's for 12 hours. So
it's New Year's all wrapping up at the university.
Alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free.
They want to make that a point, yes.
Yep.
Alcohol-free. But another great thing is my birthday is on Thursday.
The 1st, January 1st.
January 1st.
January 1st.
January 1st. I'll be 23. Woo.
Right after December just skips into July.
July, yeah.
Where did all the months go?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
We had a vortex. Okay.
Yeah. But here's a little taste of Christian Ackerman. He's doing his own rendition of the mime happening, so here's a little PSA about that. All right, we're back. Wrong one. There's an auto that comes back. We get a little trigger happy sometimes here in Wake Up Missoula. Yeah. So another big thing that people should know about New Year's Eve is that the weather's going to be cold, as always.
Yep. Yes,
it's always going to be cold.
Winter again. No more snowing. No more rain, and now we've got some snow.
10 degrees Fahrenheit on Wednesday with a low of -1 Wednesday night for all your New Year's. Counting down to cold. January 1st with a -1 on the 1st. 1-1. But currently it is 13 degrees outside.
Wow, heat wave.
Yeah, it's a heat wave.
Yeah. So, got a pretty cold week coming. Really cold.
Yeah, I got this really sweet sweater for Christmas.
Yeah.
It has a lamb skin type
thing. Oh my god.
Thing.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool.
And even in my pockets, I stick my hands in my pockets. It's
lambskin?
Yes.
That's nice.
Don't put your hand in my pocket.
Good quality.
Get your own pockets. Hey,
good quality.
Yes. Yes, and you can learn more information about MCAT and Wake Up Missoula by logging on to the main website at mcat.org. And you can like us on both of our social networking sites, including MCAT on Facebook, Wake Up Missoula on Facebook, and of course Wake Up Missoula on Twitter, and my favorite Wix page, where you can see all sorts of
our Christmas
great
special.
content. That's the last show we did. A current episode is there, and then you're going to see this
So cute.
episode happening as soon as I upload it to YouTube. See it, all videos, all sorts of stuff. You can see about galleries, last
page.
the week video, interviews, flagship Fridays, the Missoula art scene, and of course special events that happened that it'll be changed eventually again. So we're good. We're all good to go. All sorts of great stuff going on. So to sum up my Christmas is a little video I want to show you. This is basically my Christmas.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's my Christmas, just like that.
That looks like you had a great Christmas.
I had a great Christmas.
It's kind of traumatizing at first. Super fun later on.
You jump on that reindeer and then it turns into like the power of Grayskull.
Yeah. Oh man.
So another thing.
Adorable.
So I want to tease what's also going on. Apparently, in City Council last week, they were talking about the Bike Pedestrian Advisory Board and the revising of the ordinance that happened, and they haven't really talked about it since 2010. And like not many people know that you're actually apparently supposed to have your bike registered. I didn't know that.
And so you have to.
I mean, people have to have bike registers apparently. And like 60% of people who do have their bike registered are former inmates because it's part of their work release program.
Yeah, they have to. So how are they going to enforce it? Do they talk about enforcing it at all, or like anything like that?
Well,
are they gonna arrest people if they don't? Are they gonna hand out tickets? What are they gonna do?
I have no idea what they're gonna do. I don't think they had a hearing. They're gonna have a second hearing on January 5th.
Did they say where you can get your bike registered?
I don't know.
Come on, City Council.
Well, I'm assuming you can get your bike registered at any
you think it's like
at the courthouse
the
and
police
licensing
department or something?
anywhere.
Licensing?
Well, like where licensing is at the courthouse. Like I'm assuming they also do bikes as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
I think they just want to keep track of bikes and see who owns them, and they're also working on getting rid of like bikes that are abandoned bikes. Like if you like a meter maid service for bikes in a way, so they tag your bike if it's been out there for like a day or two, and it's like, I recognize that bike, and then eventually they get rid of it completely.
They take it if it's a day or two though?
No, they would take it if it's a week.
Oh.
If you just leave your bike there for like a whole week.
Okay.
It's like there's no reason for your bike to be at public right away. That's the justification behind it, is if it's a right away, they take your bike away.
But you can get it back.
You can totally get it back. Okay. They just kind of impound your bike or somewhere. You have to go to the bikes towing company. I don't know. That's a little ridiculous, but they were talking about
ridiculous.
it. And Ben Weiss, he is a guy from Missoula in Motion, and he presented an ordinance and had a hearing on these items to solve the bike problem. There's two problems: bike registration and bikes just being left out. Those are the two major problems that he wants to hopefully address with this update to the ordinance with the bikes. And this is what Ben Weiss had to say about this. Hold on.
One is we noticed that there was contradictory code regarding bicycle registration. There's one ordinance in Chapter 5 which lays out a fee schedule, and then there's one section in Title 10 which says that it shall be free. And so dealing with that conflict, we kind of were up in the air about, well, what should it be? So we looked at what does this program actually bring in, and who is using it, and how is it helping the public. What we found is that the program brings in between $1,000 and $1,500 a year, probably less than the amount that it costs to actually collect money with finance and everything. And we found out that the majority of people that use this program, 60% of all bikes registered in the last 2 years, belong to residents at the pre-release. And so what we were finding is that the people who were doing it were the only were the people who had to do it as a condition of their living. And so
Yep. Yep.
Interesting.
So that's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Like, the only people who know about doing it are people who have to do it.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
So he wants this ordinance, and he wants to update it to a point where people can register for free, and yeah, just like
Cool. Yeah. Is there a fee at the moment?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not quite clear. That's the problem. I mean, it's just like there's some titles that say yes, it should be free. Others are like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of scattered right there. But he also goes on to talking about the next problem, and that's the parking of the bikes in the right of way. And this is what he had to say about parking your bike longer than it should be in public right of way.
we get complaints from time to time from business owners and property owners, especially in the downtown area, about bikes abandoned in the public right-of-way that are locked, whether it's to a tree, to a telephone pole, or to an actual bike rack. It can present a hazard to pedestrians. It can damage the trees when it's trees, and that's, downtown and in parks. And maybe more importantly, it's the bike parking that exists in our downtown area was largely paid for, at least in part, by the adjacent business owners. And so in our minds, they should have a reasonable expectation that those racks are then available for their employees and customers to use.
Yep. And that's what he had to say.
Nice, yeah.
It's pretty clear, the businesses pay for the bike racks, and then you get like the one bike that's abandoned. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios. Let's say somebody took a bike across town. Like, that's why people steal bikes. There's been a lot of problems with stealing bikes. A lot of people don't really care. People steal bikes and they just ride them across town, and then they just leave them for someone else to take.
Yep.
So it's basically, there's like just jumping around bikes and all that stuff. So yeah. So he does want to have a system where he goes on and talks about like tagging the bikes and saying like, okay, so this bike's been here for a couple of days, so now they want to figure out what they want to take out. And Ben Wise also said that he and his people, he has people, would be take these bikes away.
Sweet.
If they are abandoned and left there, they just take them away. Kind of like it's their own brand of justice meter maid service. You stole my bike. It's like, you left your bike there for like 2 years. Why do you care now? It's like, because I
just came back to get it now.
Yeah. But, people complain for the craziest things. But here's some more stuff in terms of, what's that called? Chaining bikes to trees. There's no real rule to like chaining bikes to trees. So this is what Ben had to say about chaining your bike to like trees and stuff.
There's a bit of code in Title 12 that prohibits chaining things to trees. It doesn't specifically mention bicycles. So depends kind of on interpretation there. And it also, that same title that says, or that same part of code that says that you can't do it, doesn't specify exactly what the consequences are if you do it. So, I think that what the attorney's office was most comfortable with was treating them just like a vehicle that has been complained that is just left on the side of the road, and not something that you find, say, in a field on a Sunday morning or something,
So, Noel, just remember, don't chain your bike up to a tree. You want to know why?
I don't know why.
Maybe, I don't know. and Marilyn Marler had a response to it.
That's super, super funny.
So yeah, they're working on the code.
Don't chain things to trees, but if you do, who knows what happens?
Find out.
Sounds fun.
But yeah, this is City Council woman Marilyn Marler, and then she had to say this in response to Ben Weiss.
Record, my personal preference would have been that it had been resolved in favor of keeping mandatory bicycle licensing, and I guess that would have taken at the same time some kind of work plan to do more marketing and enforcement of it. And I could tell clearly in the committee discussion that I was in the minority in this view. So this is not the tactical time to try to get some major changes in how our city deals with bike licensing. It seems like people don't license their bike now, and until we're ready to make that a bigger priority, then we should clean up the code and be consistent so we're not penalizing people. And
Yep.
Yeah, Marilyn Marler.
Yep. And then, of course, the three major things that they're going to want to change is to establish Bike Ped Advisory Board to committee perspective when city has improvement projects with bike or pedestrians. So if you're building like a new road, it's just like, okay, make sure you bike lanes available, make it easy and accessible for people to get through. Eliminate bike licensing mandatory, so people don't have to get licensing on bikes, not that they really get them anyways. And yeah, just kind of cut out a rule that no one ever really follows or enforces. And the last, to clarify the language and management of abandoned bikes in right-of-way. So what bikes are considered right-of-way? I guess, I mean, like bike locks, you like them, like I guess the public right-of-way are the in front of businesses.
I would think so, yeah.
Or I mean, like make it available for people, because there's always going to be at least one or two bikes that get abandoned and left.
Yeah.
Yep, but that's pretty much it for some city council stuff. And now I'm going to leave you with a taste of what's going on MCAT in the next 2 nights, and then when we come back, we'll have Noelle talking about all sorts of crazy events going on these next 2 days. But they're still crazy, because Noelle's going to be saying them. All right, here we go.
We started here in Missoula back in 2009, originally with an event called Mother's Day Eve that we organized for moms to celebrate Mother's Day with each other, without their partners, husbands, and kids. And that grew into a regional print magazine, which became a platform unlike most other parenting media, where moms and dads could share sort of their authentic stories about life as parents.
With a score of 9.36, give it up for Tommy. With a score of 8.56, give it up for Tulane. And with a score of 9.02, please give it up for Katrina.
Hey, that we do. This woman is coming to Barron, the crossroad between the living and the dead. Hey, that we do. Mother of the universe, show the soul the light of your rainbow. Keep her feet on the path. Let her be blameless with you now and forever.
Avoid excessive and falsely poetic alliteration. Do not write this sentence. The red, rollicking river of her tongue rubbed me the wrong way. Instead, write, she kissed me, I gagged. Number 3, use active and not passive language. Show us, don't tell us. Do not write this boring, passive sentence. Jack had been happily married for 20 years. Instead, write, Jack turned on the TV, opened the Cheetos, sat back, and scratched himself.
So yeah, that's what you can expect for the next 2 days. The Big Read is an ongoing series, and so is Festival of the Book.
Cool.
Lots of great, crazy stuff going on MCAT for you guys to watch and just hang out, stay inside, because it's cold.
It's really cold.
It's tray cold.
It's tray cold. Bitter cold.
Bitter.
Bitter wind. Okay.
So what's going on, Noelle?
Well, I
McAvoy.
got some events for you guys.
Wake Up
There's really not that much stuff going on. Just like the normal things that happen around town. Because it's still a holiday week, I feel like everyone is like working, but also kind of like still in their chill mode. I mean, I know I am. Bitter Gymnastics is having a Star Wars holiday camp starting today at 9 a.m. This is for ages 3 to 12 years of age. It's from 9 to 4, and there are half-day options for 3 and 4-year-olds only. and that's going to be 9 to 12. There's also before and after care. 8 to 9 is $6 per use, and then 4 to 5 is $6 per use. Yeah, and then so if you want to do the Star Wars holiday camp, for 1 day it's $50, 2 days it's $90, 3 days is $130, 4 days $160, and 5 days is $200. So it's a good way to get your kids doing something fun while you have to work. Ms. Mo Gymnastics is having their Family Fun Time. Ms. Mo Gymnastics is located at 1900 West Broadway. Family Fun Time is an open gym for ages walking to 12 years of age. They offer supervised and fun stations around the gym. And then kids and parents choose which stations they want to do and go. Yeah. So they have obstacle courses, trampolines, and foam pits. So that sounds pretty fun. It's $5 for members and $8 for non-members. And then Bitter Gymnastics also has their preschool play group starting at 11. This is for ages walking to 5 years of old. 5 years of age. It's for an hour, and it's $8 a drop in or $12 for siblings. And the parents and children also choose the activities that interest them the most. And they have obstacle courses, pit games, trampoline time, swinging, sliding, climbing, and flying through the air, which is, I'm sure it's very fun. Yeah.
Flying through the air.
Moscow Monday is at Montgomery Distillery. Every Monday from 12 to 8, they donate $1 from each cocktail sold to a nonprofit organization around town. They don't really ever show what their nonprofit organization is that they donate to, but in order to qualify, you have to demonstrate one of 3 things, either children's health and well-being, fighting hunger in our community, or environmental stewardship.
What?
Yeah, which is like that's like what Missoula is all about.
Yeah,
so I can't imagine that it's too hard to get your charity.
And where's that?
That is Moscow.
Oh,
Montgomery Distillery. Yeah, Montgomery Distillery down on Front Street, 129 West Front. Yeah. The Senior Center is having their bridge group starting at 1 p.m. The Beginners Brush Up group meets at 1 p.m. on Mondays at the center. And then Advanced Bridge 1 meets at the center on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then on Fridays is Party Bridge. And you have to pay a $1.25 fee. Because they are a nonprofit and have no money like the rest of us.
Holla.
Missoula Public Library is having an electronics exploration. This is Mondays from 3:30 to 6. And it's what you can go in and just like learn about all the electronics that they have. They have Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Snap Circuits, Little Bits. And you can go into their makerspace and try out all of these electronics and find out what they are and what they can be used for. So this is for all skill levels,
Mm-hmm.
beginners to electronic enthusiasts. So that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Every Monday from 5 to 7 at the Top Hat, the Missoula Top Hat hosts the 2 hours of the Grateful Dead music. It's 40 years of live recorded videos of the Grateful Dead. It's free. It's all ages. But after 9 o'clock, if you're under 21, you gotta leave. Missoula Public Library is having Scrabble, open Scrabble group from 5 to 7. Monk's Bar is having Jazz Mondays. It's every Monday from 7 to 9. The Basement Boys perform, followed by others sitting in with the jazz quartet, mostly players from the university. Badlander has Super Trivia Freakout starting at 9 p.m. It's a $75 cash prize. For $75 for first prize, $25 for second prize, and free shots for third prize. It consists of 2 random question rounds, 1 the news round, a picture round, and a music round. It's actually very fun. I went to it last week and it was really fun. Very fun. So yeah, that's what I've got going on Monday. That's, not too much, no music.
Sounds like there's a lot going on.
Well, yeah.
No, I haven't heard of a Scrabble place where people play Scrabble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They've been doing it lately at the public library. Yeah, all the normal stuff going on around town. It is a good amount. I must admit, it is a very good amount. Yeah,
it is a good amount.
Happening.
You have 6 pages of stuff.
Yeah, it's because everything is spaced out.
Oh. Line spacing.
Yeah, crazy line spacing. It could be more like 3.
Paragraph spacing is 2.0.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what's going on Monday. Next, we've got Tuesday events. Missoula Public Library is having their system check. This is the official Missoula Public Library Gamers Club. It's for all ages to play on Wii or Xbox 360 starting at 6:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It says a.m. up here, but it's at 6:30 p.m. Yeah. Downtown Dance Collective is having a winter break day camp. It's This winter break day camp focuses on beaded jewelry and painting silk. They'll also do some outdoor games or indoor aerobic dance. This is for children, and most kids will walk out with 2 completed Animal Planet holiday camp. Yeah.
And this is Downtown Dance Collective? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's just like complete Animal Planet holiday
Wait
camp?
a minute.
What?
No, I'm not sure. Because this...
Oh, jewelry and painting skills.
Yeah.
Well, they do have other stuff at Downtown Dance Collective. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, they built a whole set and they did like mystery mark. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyways, I digress.
Okay, all right.
Let's move on.
Yes. So I messed that up. The Animal Planet holiday camp. I don't know what's wrong.
It's a
with
holiday
me.
gay camp. Oh well.
I wish. God, that'd be fun.
But yeah, it's
okay.
I think of it as don't think of it as a camp for kids, for creative kids. Think of it as getting your kids out of the house where you can go to work and
so the
not deal with
camp
them.
is going to focus on making beaded jewelry and painted silk, and that'll be at the Downtown Dance Collective. And the Animal Planet Holiday Camp is at Bitter Gymnastics. I combined those together, and that's not right. I'm sorry.
Because the first week is easy because anybody can get Christmas week off or whatnot. But towards the week after, it's like, and you ask your kids, "Hey, don't you have school?" It's like, "No, I don't. I'm still off for another week."
Another
and
week,
it's like, all right, I'll get a babysitter.
So Bitter Gymnastics is having an Animal Planet Holiday Camp starting at 9 a.m. This is for ages 3 to 12. 9 to 4 and half-day options for 3 and 4-year-olds from 9 to noon. It's they also have before and after care, 8 to 9, $6, and 4 to 5 is $6. So 1 day is $50, 2 days $90, 3 days $130, 4 days $160, and 5 days is $200.
Wow.
Yeah. So that starts on Tuesday, and that is at the Bitter Gymnastics. 216 Commerce Street is their address. Spectrum Discovery Area is having Winter Wonders and Extreme Animals.
Extreme.
This is like a it's a lab. It's like a neuro. Okay, no, you explore winter.
We're just called Josh, and he can talk about his sister-in-law.
Yeah, she works there. She's director, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Spectrum Discovery Area, they're having a camp. It's exploring winter ecosystems. And so they figure out how animals spend the winter and how different wildlife species use hibernation, migration, and adaptation to survive the cold Montana winters. This is from 9 to 4, $50 for non-members. There's a 10% member and sibling discount, and scholarships are available to those in need. And you can enroll in all 4 of their winter break camps for $175.
Yep.
You can receive the final day off at 50%.
What?
Yeah. So it's ages 6 to 7 and 8 to 10. Call 728-7836 to enroll.
Yeah, so many stuff to get the kid out of the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, Missoula Public Library has their Tiny Tales. This starts at 10:30 tomorrow. It's for birth to 36 months, and it's participants will sing songs, learn finger plays, nursery rhymes, and hear stories. It's held in a large meeting room, and signs will be posted if it's held elsewhere. Bitter Gymnastics is having their preschool playgroup starting at 11, ages walking to 5 years of age. 1 hour, $8 a drop-in, $12 for siblings, and like I said earlier on Monday event, parents and children choose the activities that interest them the most, and then they move around and go to all those different stations. Yeah. There's Shooting the Bull Toastmasters starting at noon tomorrow at the Dearborn Condominiums, 5705 Grant Creek Road. And this is where a group gets together to improve their public speaking abilities. So they give feedback, give advice, and give feedback and get advice. So pretty sweet. Yeah, that's at Dearborn Condominiums tomorrow at noon. Top Hat Lounge is having their picnic circle from 6 to 8 p.m. every Tuesday. You can drop in and jam with other bluegrass-oriented musicians. It's in the sound booth. It's in the seating area above the sound booth. So when you walk through the front door, it's like off to the left.
Yep.
Yeah. And then my last event for these 2 days for tomorrow is the African dance class at the Missoula Senior Center. It starts at 7. This is from every Tuesday from 7 to 8:30. All levels and ages are welcome, and drop-in dancers are welcome anytime. $10 per class or $35 for 4 classes. So call 549-7933 for more information, but it's at the Senior Center. So that's what's going on for today and tomorrow. Yeah.
You can find out more information by logging on to MissoulaEvents.net. And also to find out what's going on in your city government, you can go on to www.ci.missoula.mt.us. So it's basically a city, Missoula, Montana, United States. And you can find it, type in a search engine, City Missoula, and you can find this beautiful website.
Wow, that looks beautiful.
It is a really nice website. It was a lot better than it was like 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, also you could log on to all our social networking sites. You can see our today's and newest, greatest episode in an hour or so. You can see our Christmas special, which will be on right after that. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and if you want to get involved with MCAT, you can log on to mcat.org. You can call us at 542-6228 if you want to become a producer and record your own show, be a part of MCAT. It's a process where we make videos for the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Pretty sweet.
great process.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would like to say for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramf.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you Wednesday.
And now here is your moment of Zen.